everyone, good morning. I am driving down the road, so if I am looking away a lot, that's why. But the car's quiet, there's no children to interrupt me, so I figured that I would just pop on here and do another video because I've been asked some questions about my last video. I said it last time in my first video, I really stepped out of my comfort zone to do something like this. This isn't really me. I can post all day long, like in a Facebook post or anything about like what I've went through, but actually like physically talking about it is really out of my comfort zone. I only did this started doing this because I've had so many people who have like messaged me and they tell me how brave I am, but I don't always feel brave. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I only do it because I wish that whenever I was struggling, I wish I had someone to do it for me. So sorry. I wish that I had posts to read about other people's struggles. I wish that I knew that there were more people in the world who struggled the way that I was struggling. I wish that I knew that, like, the statistics and everything, like, I never looked that stuff up. I never did my research. I just knew that I felt like poop, basically. Like, I felt like death. Like, I literally felt like a zombie most of the time. I didn't feel like a human being, and I felt terrible all the time. But like, I feel like other people should know that, number one, it is not normal to feel that way. It is not normal at all. But number two, that there's other people who struggle too. I will be the first one to tell you, like, if someone comes and tries to give me advice and they have never struggled a day in their life with depression or any kind of mental illness, I don't want to hear it. Like, because they don't truly know what you're going through. And I've been on both sides of it. I never started struggling with depression until I had kids. So like, I had a depressing childhood, and I had a depressing, like, all through my childhood, like from when I was little all the way until I left home. Like, it was pretty depressing in and out of my childhood, but I never let it stop me or let it get me the way I did after I had kids. It's almost like after I had kids, having kids kind of slowed me down, and then that's whenever it really like sunk in. I had a really trashy childhood, but I still never let it get me, and I still try not to let it get me. I try to make it make me instead of break me, basically. So I had a lot of feedback about my last video, and or a little bit of feedback. I mean, it was new, so I had a little bit of feedback. Some people loved that I stepped out and did it, and then some people like questioned, like, how could I love God through something like that, and how could you not? Like, I mean, and that's another thing. Like, I've got to do better about stepping out and talking about my faith more. I keep quiet about it more. But I've really got to start stepping out and talking about faith, because I'm going to tell you one thing. Like, I know that you don't want to hear this, or some people don't want to hear this, and that's fine. If you don't, you can tune me out. You can do whatever you want. But I could not have made it through what I made it through without God. He got me through it. And was I mad at him at first? Oh my gosh, yes. I wondered why he could put like one of his children through what he put me through. But I have seen so much in my life, and I have seen like things that my mom went through when I was a kid. I've seen my mama fight cancer, and I've seen my mom angry at God before, and I've seen my mama fight cancer, and yeah, she lost the fight, but she never stopped loving God. So I'm like, if she can do that, God wasn't trying to hurt me with this. He wasn't trying to put pain on me. He was making me stronger in a way, if that makes sense. He did this for a reason. He did this so I can be a light to someone else. Because, see, even though that at one point in time I thought that this was going to break me and it was going to take me under, and I thought that I was going to end my life, I didn't. And there's a reason for that. Yeah, I have family who loves me. I have a husband who is phenomenal. I have kids who like love me more than anything in the world, and that's a video for another day about how my kids saved my life. But over all of that, like, I have God. And yeah, I was angry that he would let me go through this. But now I'm stronger. And even though I still have my bad days, I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm not saying that, I don't still struggle. I still have bad days. I still have days where I can't get out of bed sometimes. I have to force myself to get out of bed. I have days where I cry over everything. I have days where, my husband can't even talk to me because I snap. And I feel so bad afterwards. But I mean, I just have my days. Like, I'm not perfect. But, yeah, I went through something terrible. Like, I went through something that, like, could have ended me, but it didn't. And other people need to know that there's ways to cope and there's ways to get through it. And I mean, there's just different ways. You just have to find what works best for you. And it's taken me a long time. I was diagnosed 3 years ago, and I feel like I'm just now getting a rhythm. I mean, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I also work from home. I go to the gym, I homeschool. Like, I'm busy. My husband works out of town, so I'm busy, and some days are just completely 110% overwhelming to me, but then some days are great. And those overwhelming days, I mean, they're hard. Like, I have to just sit back and think and pray, and like, I have to do everything that I have to do to calm myself down before I go into like a panic attack and start, because when I go into a panic attack, then I just shut down, and then the rest of the day's shot. But anyway, this is rambling because I'm a rambler. That's what I do. So I can't do TikTok videos like this because, like, we're at 7 minutes now. But I just want to, since I was in the car, I just wanted to kind of come in here and, yeah, do that. Or say what I wanted to say. But yeah, so there's going to be more TikTok or YouTube videos about this. This is going to kind of be like my channel, so if you want to subscribe, if you want to hear more, then you can. If you don't want to, then, I mean, that's up to you. But yeah, so I'm going to run in here into Dollar General and come for the things that I came for. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye.